Hello everyone, this is a snapshot 20W14A and let's start with a bank. We have movable tile entities. That's right, we can push chests now, dispensers, droppers and stuff like that. But we still cannot push blocks intentionally marked as immovable, like obsidian, shrine obsidian, enchanting tables, respawn anchors, etc. This feature opens endless possibilities, and I have no idea what to construct to showcase that idea. Or do I? How about a smelting array that uses only 3 hoppers? We have a piston feed tape like this, and it gets activated if there are items inside either an item hopper or a fuel hopper, which means we are going to evenly distribute items across our furnace array. Piglin bartering list has been updated once again. A netherite hoe has been removed from bartering, chances to get ender pearls were reduced, but now we can get soul soil from bartering, but chances to get soul sand were reduced to compensate that. A new structure has been added, ruins of a nether portal. These generate randomly on the surface of most biomes with the exception of deserts, mesas and oceans. They contain a zombie pigman, or zombie piglin as they are known now, and a randomized chest that usually is supposed to contain a flint and steel, but it seems like we had no luck here. But we have more luck with another one. But this time we had a wither skeleton in a cage instead. That made me thinking if there is anything special on the other side. I don't see anything. Next, a sticky piston was renamed to a slime piston because we have a honey piston now. And as you would expect, slime blocks don't connect to honey pistons, and honey blocks don't connect to slime pistons. But the same sticky material connects to itself. Bees got some love in this update as well. First, we have a beekeeper villager that uses a beehive as his workstation. Currently, it has a model of a fisherman, but we can expect it to be changed in future snapshots. At this moment, it buys honeycombs, honey bottles, sugar, and it sells empty bottles and shears. So, in theory, we can use this guy to get bottles and this guy to sell bottles back. Well, a librarian sells glass which can be made into bottles, so the bottle trend is kinda redundant. Bees themselves now have a chance to drop a new item, and that is... And that is... Bees knees. We can use them to make haste potions, and we can upgrade them with glowstone to make haste 2 potions. And haste 2 potions are bees knees indeed, because we can insta-mine stone without a beacon, but since its effect is rather short, the best application for it will be to dig out an area for a said beacon. A loot table for business is quite interesting. They have a rather small chance to drop at all, but if they do, we get 2 to 3 needs and up to 6 with looting 3. Also, a bee has to be killed by a player or a tamed wolf to drop its needs at all. Redstone ore block now redirects redstone dust. This will be very useful for compact contraptions. Crying obsidian has got an additional use, and it is chunk loading. By building a structure like this and setting all 4 pillars on fire, we permanently load this chunk until we extinguish one of these pillars. And I wish there would be some visual indication of that, but again, it is a snapshot still. This structure fully loads 3x3 chunk based on a central block, and it lazy loads an extra layer of chunks around it. And because dispensers can ignite or extinguish blocks in lazy chunks, It means we can make a chunk loading line that doesn't require any player interaction. And it seems like the game remembers activated chunk loading shrines and automatically loads them after a restart. That is amazing! First thing that comes to mind, aside of just having your farms work 24/7, is having a mob switch in a very distant place nobody is going to visit. If we think of a server like Hermitcraft with up to 1,000 people online at the same time, we're talking about 1,000 shulkers, and having them to be accidentally loaded fully is going to be great. And in the Nether it is even worse because the center of the Nether is going to be visited very, very frequently. And of course we have bug fixes. And here is a controversial one. Mobs cannot spawn inside Wither Roses now, and there are plenty of mob farms designed around that possibility. Fortunately, there are other designs, so it is not like we cannot achieve something anymore. And this is all I have for you for today. What is the most exciting feature? Personally, I think movable containers is the biggest one, but chunk loading shrines are also very important. Bye bye.